People had guineas. Oh gosh, the casino always get loud. And a parrot. Polly wants parrot. Polly wants cracker.
Punk had those things. He says those are great watchdogs.
Yeah.
Guineas. Because anybody comes, they're like a dog. They just start making a ruckus.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
I thought maybe you had a picture he's going to show you.
No, I'm taking.
He's taking.
Oh.
That's why I got my hand.
There's family history going on here.
See, they will never get me.
What's
You're
that?
like Bill. I thought I was going to get one of him out in Vegas, and he's seen me in time and ducked, and I just dialed back.
Well, once you get started, it's pretty easy, but it's hard to want to get started. Don't you
Yeah.
think when you know you're being recorded?
No.
So at Hazelton, were you old enough you remembered Oscar and Hazel at Hazelton? I know they were taking care of you, your brother the night you were
Yeah,
born.
I think I do. I think I do. They, let's see,
Thank you.
what else? Well, you know, on Main Street of Hazelton, on that one main block, there's a bank on each corner.
Yeah, there's only one now. Well, there's not. That's been, how long has it been since we've been there?
Oh.
10 years?
Longer than that.
15 years?
Billy was a tiny baby.
Okay.
He was 18
Anyhow,
years old.
there's only, last time we were there was only one bank.
Well, on the east one, they had some bars that you could flip yourself around. I used those quite a bit.
Like monkey bars, they call them now.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Well, no. They were just up high, and then there was a lower one, and you could swing on them, or you could learn to go around.
Not a full jungle gym, just
No.
a bar.
that's what, we had some trees, and they had the forks in them, and that's what Dad did. He put a rod down here and a rod up there, and man, I could do all those gymnastics on those two things when I was little.
I couldn't do one of those anymore.
Yeah, oh, well, me either, but I sure could when I was little.
Yeah, me too. I could turn backward somersaults too. Nowadays, kids don't even know what a somersault is.
Right.
Frontwards or backwards.
The last time we was there, I think in town, is the bank, the post office, and the rundown building where they had the parties.
The Owl's building was getting really run down.
That's the only thing on the whole street.
Yeah, everything else.
Well, behind Betty's and
Mhm.
my folks' grocery store, and just a business or two down, there was a cave, and that's where you could go when the clouds got to looking bad. And that's one of the memories that I have of my dad. I was down at the store one day, and we went to the cave. Was standing up on the steps of the cave and holding the door up. He was the one to decide when.
Now, Funk and Mabel had one of them there where they kept their potatoes and their
Yeah.
jars, a fruit cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was also used as
Yeah.
the tornado place.
Yeah.
But he filled that in, or it caved in, or I don't know what happened to it.
They sealed the door.
They what?
They
They
sealed
sealed
it?
the door over,
Oh,
didn't they?
sealed the door.
Oh, I don't know. But I hope, well.
Hope nobody was in there, huh?
Yeah, and hope it doesn't fall in.
You know, Grandma had one. Grandma Sanders had the cave. But Selma's and us didn't have one.
Well, from the dining room, you went downstairs at Thelma's.
Oh, yeah, into the cellar, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But we didn't have
We
a
didn't have
thing
anything, yeah.
outside for it, like a lot of.
You had a basement.
Yeah, we had a
They had
basement.
their cellars under they could get into it from the inside of the house.
Well, that's the way it was where Randy, or where Roy and Rita were when U-Dog got blown away, and we were scared to death. But her folks, kind of a porch, wasn't it?
Mhm.
And then it had stairs down into what I call the fruit cellar. So that's where her folks took those kids that night. And boy, we were scared to death because we tried to phone. You know, the phone's down, the telephone's going on, or the TV's going on and on. Little town, and they lost, I think it was 65 people. The town probably didn't have 200. And then we drove over there the next day, and
Yeah, I was
What-
pleased that my dad would go, because Mama said after they got married, she'd wake up and wanna go to the cave, and Dad wouldn't go with her. Because he said, I spent my whole childhood in the cave, I'm not gonna go down there anymore, but he sure did when he had his grandkids there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
I know.
grandkids change a lot.
But that,
They change your perspective.
what's the, how many's in Hazelton now? When we were there last?
How many what?
People sit on the sign going in
Oh,
there.
I don't remember, but the sign wasn't right. It was like less than 100.
I was gonna say there's
Yeah.
78.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But they were saying
And
that
I
wasn't right.
remember,
They
do
didn't
you
think there
remember
was
the
that many.
dealers?
Beelers.
They were,
Beelers.
down about a block, that, one of those main cross, north and south roads of the town. And they were just up north, and they had a hatchery. They had, Tommy was in my class. Tommy and Billy.
Now, when did you, what class did,
Oh, gosh, I
Who
don't
were,
remember.
who was the bank?
hello? Hi.
Well, that was Zig C.T. and our family, and Steve Schuyler's family, his wife Marcia and her mother, talking about old times, and particularly about Hazelton, Kansas.
Did you